Look at this place. The World of Lewis is at Monster Jam 2012, and look who I am sitting next to. The beautiful, the one and only Madusa.
M-A-D-U-S-A, made in the USA, baby. And you know what? The name may be spelled different, but I still can turn you to stone.
Ooh!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I like that. Turn everybody into gravestones, right?
Digger gravestone.
There it is.
Yes.
All right, Madusa, look, there's not many women in the sport. I know a few years ago, Cam McQueen had one of his mechanics was one of the best women in Monster Jam. How did you get into the sport?
So I was a pro wrestler for 18 years, and I got a call, and it was like, hey, Deuce, what are you doing? You want to drive a monster truck? And I said, dude, I've never even seen one, never been to a show, never did anything. So I said, okay. So they flew me out, and I test drove a monster truck, and there I am. I'm driving the truck, womp, 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 upside down in a pond, gagged it out, gagged that bitch out, womp, came back down, womp, and I'm like, really? There's snot hanging from my helmet, and the water everywhere. The executives come running, and they're like, Deuce, I'm good. They go, okay, you're hired.
Really?
Here I am, 10 years later, two-time world champion, beat Dennis's ass, and here I am.
Wow, what a story.
No, it is a remarkable, this is the most remarkable story, and I'm going to tell you this, I have to, because it just gives me chills to this day, and everybody that was involved. You know, Dennis trained me that day, and that's why I was hired, and, you know, 30 years just doesn't say enough, and it just validates who the man he is and what he has brought to the sport, and I look up to him every day. Every time he starts that truck, every time he goes out on that track, that's the one I watch. Right. So back in World Finals, I think it was 2005 when I won racing, I mean, you had to go through the lineup of, what, 20 trucks, and, you know, the pyramid of dropping down to the last two. Right. And who did it end up? Dennis and I. Really? Oh, I get chills. And it was, so here it is, you know, the truck's running, and I'm like, oh, yeah, come on, turn green. And all I hear is this microphone and the PA and the dude, and everyone's going crazy. All I hear is, man against woman. I'm like, really? And teacher against student. I'm like, come on. And then he's going Ford against Chevy. And I'm like, I'm going to shove this Chevy right up your. And I'm like, come on. And the last thing I thought of before that light turned green was Shirley Muldowney and Big Daddy Don Garlitz. And I'm like, this is it. This is it, guys. I feel it. I am going to win this. And whoop-ah, down there, Thunder Alley. Right. Whoa, came around that corner. It was so great.
So what was
Dennis? Epic
Right.
Moment.
Well, what was Dennis like that? This is the world's. What was he like when after you won?
That damn woman won. What am we gonna do now? But you know what? He was a trooper. Everyone's going up to him. How do you feel about that? How do you do? You know what? Dennis answered it really well, and he said, "I trained her."
Wow.
And that just said that.
He is like, seriously, he is like the Travis Pastrana of monster trucks, because, you know, not only is he training you, but you were his competition, then you ended up beating him, and it comes full circle, but the man still has a great attitude that he's not. You know
what? That's what delivers, and that's what carries through. And even myself getting to this sport, they wanted a cross promotion from Madusa coming in, you know, from wrestling over to here, and we didn't have many little girls. We didn't have all those little girls and coming with their dads to Monster Truck World. So that's why they brought me. And you know what? I facilitated that. I opened up the doors, and now we have so many little girls. And they come, especially at the pit party. That's where people get to come, see their favorite driver, stand in line, get the autographs, get the pictures. Where else do you do that? When I was in pro wrestling, they had to pay $3,000 to get an autograph, right?
Jeez, right.
That's good for me.
What has a little girl said to you that just melts your heart? Because my daughter melts my heart all the time. With, I love you, Daddy, just out of the blue, and I'm like, oh. What has a little girl done for you, being, you know, the superstar that you are in Monster Jam?
I want to be just like you.
Oh, man, that's got to make you feel good. Now, how many years do you see yourself in the future with Madusa and Monster Jam?
Well, I've already got 2 championships, and I don't want to quit there. However, I probably see another good couple years, 5 years at the max. I don't want to retire, because what I'm doing now is staging everything, reinventing Madusa again. And I've got some great things happening you'd never believe. Coming out with my biography. Oh, good. It's not a tattletale book. It's a book about a woman in a man's business, hitting the pinnacle of her career more than several times, and outliving Vince McMahon and Ted Turner at WCW, and now Monster Jam. And it's a motivational book. It'll get you pissed off. It'll make you cry. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you it's supposed to give inspiration to all.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That is great. Well, Madusa, we're going to be following you the rest of the year because not only sitting down in the world of Lewis, we actually respect you for what you do.
In the world of Madusa, the world of Lewis.
Yeah, when two worlds collide. We just appreciate you sitting down and giving us the time. And we'll be, like I said, we're going to be rooting for you this year, 2012
Thanks.
Monster Jam. Madusa in the world of Lewis, is a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And do you know that the truck is pink? Real men wear pink, dude.
That's right. I'll wear pink. I wear dresses for tea parties.
You just told me you had pink underoos on underneath that.
Okay, we're done.
We're
Madusa.
done.